Of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Sounds like nonsense
so
already.
They determined if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After the catch, let's go to JB with an update to you. Sustained drive success. The San Francisco 49ers didn't play 75 yards. Tevin Coleman 2 yards out. 7-7 is big AFC West matchup.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
What's wrong?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Yeah, I get played by Madden too much in this
just
league.
A yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good enough for Buffalo 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks should make quick decisions and have quick releases, have the most success in this league.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts.
I'm telling you, I drop every pass and everybody catches everything on the run. It makes no sense.
Let's see if they open
things up. Look at this.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does.
Everyone that played catches on late. He can bring most of the whole team. Yeah, they drop everything.
Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Breida. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Jackson will keep it.
No, just get down. Why are you standing there? It's a touchdown. Just
no gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And it's a touchdown.
Can I go to the gym today?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working.
That was my guy. That was incomplete.
Every time
it's like the whole season.
You're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. To the air, Allen. John Brown's got it complete.
You good?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. And this one caught by Beasley. That's
all out blitz, and now one person gets it.
You said what?
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here,
still got a little bit of
quicker than fast.
She still got
quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Yeah, her is really low, because they both have stretch.
And that is caught.
You give it a money back. I didn't know that was
12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Yeah, what?
That one taken in the end zone.
Oh, okay.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
when guys are open,
when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson throwing again.
Right.
And that is incomplete.
You could have, yeah.
Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for the first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That's crazy.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41.
Oh, yeah, I know.
9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Okay, that's cool. We want Jalen.
Just the 3rd offensive touchdown of this season.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed
no
up.
No pressure, and I'm overthrowing or ended
those
there.
big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Allen now on first down. It's complete. It's Gore. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Hey, no one even covered him. The dude's wide open.
That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. It's nice pick up on first down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All it is this my money. Because I don't think you shoot in the first place.
Allen gonna throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Look at this.
12 yards there on a first down.
How late he jumped.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
It's tackled at the Jets 38. That goes for 16.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Only 1 yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Don't move either.
You just watch 88 over there.
Throwing is Allen on third. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I love you.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better,
It's like 2 weeks in a row on my day off.
you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go, they really couldn't get anything going.
You want to help mommy do laundry?
Their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You never saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the
throwing the ball.
They take him down.
Wide open.
Get to him. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
You ready? All right. Now listen, whenever your phone close, you gotta make piles of stuff, okay? So we're gonna put the stair stop over here, we'll hold them later. Then we have long shirt, Jalen's pajamas, blankets,
they get
towels.
14 on that one.
You have to put everything that matches together, okay? Alright, mommy hangs this, so you put hanging stuff over it.
Throwing down, Jackson on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes
wide
down,
open in the middle of the field when the whole outside of the sideline is open. They quick it to the outside, and the ball goes to the middle of the field. Move it to the outside. Good game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown.
Look at that. Just let them score.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and you just know the guy's playing it. I'm really wishing for college rules. Oh, we need that 1 foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Mommy's going on
Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Good girl.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you ask your equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Throw it away.
He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Look at it. Look at it.
Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Justin Tucker, he has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished on the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I think that could be one of the things to get him when you get back to these points. Just getting like how UTT getting a better point for him, not just come off the Amazon again.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Nothing.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen now looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. The 40. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
I am done.
Now the Bills will use the second.
This man just called on all three of y'all.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From 38. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First down for the Cowboys. And that is Elliott just back to the line of scrimmage as Bradley Rogers and the crew released him a little bit early for us. But here you go, scrimmage yards all the time. The youngest 2 guys in this game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run with Pumphrey.
Back. Watch out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and
Lost
3.
3 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Pumphrey.
Off my TV, Jalen Drive.
11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Oh, my God.
And it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Allen's throw is complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And this is for a Bills touchdown.
Yeah.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Stop your whining. Watch time.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Matt Breida His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey.
He's going to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yes.
49.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Snead's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Yeah.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Or
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, before I also think it would be a good idea if we did that part together. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they do the laser type one. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
Throw it away. Jesus Lord.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, right.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Okay.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Why wasn't I including this text message about cookout?
From the gun, it's Jackson.
I saw that right when I
It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
49, check 49. Hey, hold. Check. Check. 61, matchbox lights.
Yeah.
48 the money.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
And he still hold on to the ball. About to say.
Physical play.
And he had like 4 people wide open. He could have had a touchdown either way.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. In his own end zone, it's Allen.
I'm done. Yo, Madden legitimately wants me to lose this game.
He turned that into
drop
a nice
kicks,
game,
drop catches. Look at that.
For third down.
340 pounds, and you get stiffed on.
Yeah, see. And his had Dre's new house, right?
That was me diving down.
Yeah, see.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
You're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Go away.
Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now.
You're right.
Contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football.
Chandler, what is wrong? You ready for that?
Kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Right.
Jackson on
I'll
first
take
down.
it for now.
Buying time to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain.
Not wrong with that right now.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Yeah.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Yeah.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Allen. Yeah, he'll find Hall. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
I don't know what my secondary was in that play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
What you think he's telling you never know.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the
I'm pretty
pressure.
sure you're not supposed to. I don't know if it's a cold or what, but all I know is that John used to do that mess, and I know my grandma
taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Yeah, I was trying to dive at the bottom right here. I'm trying to eat him fumbles. After I broke that tackle,
instead of worrying about protecting
I
himself,
was trying to hit that
he gets the
dive.
first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots at quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections are off.
He sounds like he had a characteristic of it.
For a Raven first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Jackson. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Hocus pocus,
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Shoot, you better take it. They're going to bring in my job. She was talking to some dude who was a drug dealer. This nigga was paying for her phone bill, paying her rent. And then she was like, at first she didn't know how to feel about it. So not to do like, I guess she like, her and him were like talking.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Oh, this girl I work with named Brittany, she was talking to this dude who was a drug dealer. And he would like always pay her shit. Like he would like pay for her phone bill, he would pay for her rent. And she was like,
take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I was saying the girl I work with,
connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
He was paying like her cell phone bill, her rent. And then she said she started feeling weird about it and telling him, like, he didn't have to pay for it. But he was like, nah. He was like, you gotta get ahead of your shoulders. You're trying to get your house. I'm trying to help you get your house. So he's like, I'll pay your rent and you need to give me your money. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where can I get one?
Tucker
like, what do you need? And this girl got a house now, too. She chilling.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
But that's what, and that's what Mommy needs right now. A nigga who's gonna throw money at shit, because Bobby ain't doing that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
They hope it'll be that easy, right? Take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen.
You better ride this horse. You better ride this horse.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now
How did you run straight
we've
like
got them
that?
set up so well for play action.
Yes, Mama.
It's time to take a shot.
Okay, I'm coming, okay?
There was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now it's Breida, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Spend a little bit more on this thing.
49.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Let's go, D. 49.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Why?
Huh? Put that down. Stop touching.
We don't know.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw is Allen.
What was next, I think, today?
This man complete over the middle. It's Hall. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency.
I wasn't ready. He hiked that thing quick before I was ready. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Super fast.
As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Hauschka adds the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nobody's wanting that game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Jalen, get off my couch, boy.
A decent amount of time on the clock. So
yeah, I see you.
If I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
Get off my couch.
Right now.
Your preparation and your confidence comes into play.
What do you know about Michael birthday?
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
Okay.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital today.
Back to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson.
Oh my God, I'm done.
Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little
Wait,
time.
how?
And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
On the birthday party.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey.
Yeah. The price is up to 10
Now the Ravens
kids.
going to use one of their
Pizza,
timeouts.
unlimited
As they're getting
drinks,
with just a
and
shade
games,
under a minute to go in the game.
It's like $3.05.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that
Overthrowing on the field all
because what
game.
they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they wouldn't count Riley because Riley's baby.
And they'll bring
Riley
it down
don't
at
have
the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
And then
As a clock will stop
Gaza
with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And then who else would you invite? Was that? I don't know if they would count.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
I think you can do more than 10 kids. I think you just have. I think it was like only like $10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across for the
I think it was like
touchdown.
$10.
And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. I lied. It's 30. It's $305.91. The 10 kids is $33.
The right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But
Yeah.
that touchdown there, you
For
gotta
each
feel good
division,
about your
yeah,
chances.
Yeah, I know. And it comes with.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
They get unlimited soda refills. They get
That's
2
fielded in the
slices
end
of
zone.
each kid get 2 slices of cheese with pepperoni pizza. And then 90 minutes for private party for $10 play value.
That game's now gone final.
Unlimited access to all rides.
And it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on.
Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
I was only gonna invite the lady who watches the kids. I was gonna have her tell her that her granddaughter
is going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Yeah.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
I don't know any of them.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys...
Even if he wasn't, I wouldn't do this. Me and Bo would either in the house or out of the house. But we didn't talk to anybody that day.